Hello, little explorers. Welcome back. So, we started our topic about continents in the last video and we discussed four continents which were Asia, Africa, North America, and South America. Today, we will be talking about the remaining three continents. Let's start with Antarctica. The southernmost continent is permanently covered in ice. This continent, it is located on the South Pole and it is permanently covered in ice. It is also known as the White Continent, of course, because it is covered with snow. It is the fifth largest continent in the world. Antarctica is the only continent that does not have any permanent human population. Now, which means that humans do go to Antarctica. There are a lot of expeditions, there are a lot of scientists, there are a lot of adventurers which visit Antarctica, but they do not live there. They do not have permanent houses. They live in tents or igloos. Only scientists live there for short periods of time in order to conduct experiments. Frigid means extremely cold. Okay. And isthmus. This is the word we learned in the last video, which was talking about the isthmus is the line which is joining North America with South America. It is a narrow strip of land with sea on either side, forming a link between two larger land masses. Now let's learn about Europe. Europe is the world's second smallest continent. It is surrounded by Arctic Ocean to the north. See, we can see there is Arctic Ocean in the north, the Mediterranean Sea, and the Black Sea and the Caspian Sea to the south. It is separated from Asia by the Ural Mountains and the Ural River. Australia. Australia is the smallest continent in the world and is an island. Some people also call Australia Oceania because Australia is a country and it has New Zealand also, and it is surrounded by Pacific and Indian Oceans on either side. The Great Barrier Reef and the Great Australian Desert are two important physical features of Australia. The region consisting of Australia, New Zealand, and the islands of Southwest Pacific such as Papua New Guinea is referred to as Australasia. That means the part of Asia and Africa together is called Australasia. Like we saw earlier that Europe and Asia together are called Eurasia. Australia has a very sparse means very few human population. It is the very scarce human population. It is the only continent in the world that has more sheep than people. That's true about New Zealand. New Zealand has more sheep than people. Now, let's start about oceans. Oceans make up about 99% of the Earth's living space. A vast variety of plant and animal species thrive in the oceans. The Earth has 5 oceans: the Arctic Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, and the newly recognized Southern Ocean. The average depth of oceans is 4 kilometers. That means most of the ocean, it is about 4 kilometers in depth. The Challenger Deep in the Mariana Trench is the deepest spot at about 11 kilometers in the Pacific Ocean. So technically, this is the deepest point in Earth. In last video, we had seen that Dead Sea is the deepest point in the lowest point on the land. And Mariana Trench in the Pacific Ocean is the deepest spot in the Earth, which is 11 kilometers deep. Now, find out the names. Now, let's do one thing. Let's find out the names and locations of the seas and major lakes in the world and mark them on the physical map. This is the fun activity we can do later on. The Atlantic Ocean covers an area of 82 million square kilometers. It has an average depth of 3,300 meters. Its greatest depth is in the Puerto Rico Trench at about 8,380 meters. The Atlantic Ocean floor has several high peaks that form islands in the ocean. That means there are many mountains in the bottom of the ocean floor, and they form the islands. The Mid-Atlantic Ridge is the longest continuous mountain range in the world. It has a length of 16,000 kilometers and lies deep in the ocean. The Arctic Ocean is the northernmost cap of the Earth. It spreads over an area of about 14 million square kilometers, making it the smallest ocean in the world. It is more than 5 times smaller than the Indian and Atlantic Oceans. The northernmost point of the Earth, the North Pole, is located in the middle of the Arctic Ocean. It remains frozen throughout the year. Indian Ocean covers an area of about 73 million square kilometers. Its deepest point is the Java Trench at 7,450 meters. The Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal are two important water bodies that join the Indian Ocean. It is the only ocean in the world whose name originates from the name of the country. Which country? Our country, India. The Pacific Ocean is the world's largest geographic physical feature. It covers more than 165 million square kilometers. It occupies approximately one-third of the Earth's surface. It is a home to the Mariana Trench, which is the deepest part of the Earth's ocean with a depth of 11 kilometers. The Southern Ocean or the Antarctic Ocean was recognized in the year 2000. The Southern Ocean is now recognized as the fourth largest of the world's five oceans. That means when I was studying in school, there was no Antarctic Ocean. It has been recognized just in the year 2000. It is larger than the Arctic Ocean. Now the four earliest civilizations on the earth, that means the fourth earliest cultures on the earth, were Mesopotamia, Egypt, Harappa and China. Now do you know that Harappa civilization, this Harappan civilization, that was on the Indian subcontinent. That means it was in India, Pakistan, Afghanistan. So this was our ancient civilization. Let's use the internet or an encyclopedia to find out more about them. And we can also plot them on the blank map of the world and also mark the sea, rivers and ocean in those regions. Okay. So this is all about continents and oceans. I hope you enjoyed learning with me. Do these self-check exercises yourself, and I will see you next time with a new topic. Goodbye explorers, happy exploring.